Hi, first graders. Good morning and welcome to the reading room. All right, ready? Let's be story detectives. So, we have been going over the story elements. So, that's like the parts of the story that make it a story. So, there's characters, there's setting, there's the problem and the solution. And yesterday we talked about the main events, the BME. Yeah, you know me, the beginning, middle, and end of the story. And that's really important to pay attention to because if someone was like, hey, what was that story about? You could be like, all right, well, at first this happened, then this happened, and at the end, it finally all came together. And it's just you're being story detectives. You're appreciating what you're reading. You're paying attention to what you're reading because it's amazing stuff what we're doing here. So remember I said the BME, beginning, the B stands for beginning, the middle stands for, the M stands for middle, and the E stands for the end, the BME. Yeah, you know me, yeah, the BME. Okay, I remember in the beginning, usually it's you get to know the characters. Who are they? What's going on here? And you get to figure out what's the setting. Now, the setting can change throughout the story, but usually in the beginning, you get an idea of what's going on. The middle, what happens next? What is happening to your characters? Is there a problem? Is there a problem forming? Usually it starts to build, right? What's going to happen? And at the end, how does the story finish? Have the characters solved the problem? Did the characters change at all throughout the story? It's the BME that we like to find out, story detectives, when we're reading. All right, so I'm in the way a little bit, but this is another Gus story. This one time it's called Gus Gets Scared. Now, being a detective, I could just look at that title, Gus Gets Scared. That could right away be a problem. Why is he getting scared? That could be a problem in our story. So let's read to find out. All right, so I put a B here. This is like the beginning of our story. Gus has a new tent. All right, so he's got a tent. What do you notice about the setting? Where is he? Yeah, he's outside, maybe his backyard. And ooh, I see the leaves here. So maybe it's like a fallish night. Oh, and I said night because I'm looking at the picture and the illustrations, and it's a dark night there. So I can see the dark sky. So Gus has a tent. Okay. Come out, calls mom. Oh, she's got a sandwich there. There's another character. We got mom here. Gus says no. No. Oh, but he took the sandwich. So I guess he's going to eat in his tent. Okay. Gus gets his toys. All right. Oh, the leaves are still on the ground, and he looks like he's getting ready to spend time in his tent. Gus plays all night, or it says all day. Interesting. Doesn't it look dark to you? Wonder if they meant to say all night. Oh, so it's getting even darker. So soon it gets dark. So it's getting even darker. So picture the sun is now set. And cold. Ooh, that kind of reminds me of last night. It got really cold outside. So he's got his blanket. Gus will sleep here. Okay, so here we kind of are at the middle of our story. He's been playing with toys and stuff, but Gus is going to sleep outside. Oh, could you imagine sleeping outside right now? It'd be cold, Gus. You are brave, says Dad. Why is he brave? Why would that be brave? Yeah. Sleeping outside on your own? Oh, you got to be brave to do that. Very brave, says Mom. It is dark outside. Uh-oh, maybe he's second guessing this. It is dark inside. So it's even dark inside his tent. He's got his little lamps here, but uh-oh, maybe our problem's starting to form. It's darker outside. It's real dark now, and it's even dark. It's dark inside his tent. Come out, Dad. Now, Gus is his PJs, and so is Dad. Why do you think Gus wants Dad to sleep outside? He's like, come out, Dad. Maybe he's not as brave as he thought. Maybe he needs Dad to sleep next to him. Yeah, that could be. Sometimes you feel a lot safer when someone's there with you. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What is that sound? What is that sound? Now look at this picture right here. Dad looks asleep. Gus is like, what was that? You think he's getting any sleep? I don't think so. Gus gets scared. There's our problem right there, right? He is not sleeping. He should be sleeping. It's nighttime here fully. I see the moon out there, and Gus is scared. How do I know this? Look at his eyes. He's not going to sleep. He's just getting a little shaky right now. Gus gets scared. Oh, there's no words here. I was going to get out of the way. There's no words here. What's he doing? Going inside, yeah. He's going to fix that problem. Hi, Mom. Good night, Mom. There's our ending. Let's see. Here comes the sun. Oh, it's just sunrise coming up. Dad's still sleeping. Uh-oh. What do you think Dad's thinking? What happened to Gus? Where did Gus go? He dragged me out here and he's not here. What? I slept out here on the ground for nothing? Okay, so remember our 5 elements of the story, right? Okay, so let's talk about characters right here. Miss Aubrey's here to be a story detective with us too. Let's talk about the characters in the story. Who was in the story? Gus, yeah. Who else? Dad. And there was another one? Mom. Yeah. Gus, Mom, and Dad. And I put a star near the Gus because he was like the main character. He's been like the main character, kind of what the story is mostly about him, right? Evidence, I know this because they were in the story. They were talking, they were acting, they were doing in the story. Oh, the setting. Miss Pavone is here for the setting, right? Where did the story take place again? Yeah, outside. I know outside, but like, where do you think outside? Yeah, maybe his backyard, right? And it was nighttime. Like, I think it was like right before where the story started. It was like right before sunset, where it's kind of getting darker. And then like the moon came out and it was completely nighttime. So instead of just saying outside, I could say backyard, nighttime. How do you know this? What's your evidence, story detectives? Well, in the picture, I could see a fence. Maybe it's his yard. The moon is out, so I know it's nighttime, and I know they're outside. There's a tree. All right, Miss Gilardi's here to help us figure out what was the problem in the story. What was the problem? What do you think? Yeah, Gus got scared. The title of the story was Gus Got Scared. Gus is just too scared to sleep, right? He wanted to be outside his tent. He can't sleep in his tent. He's too afraid. I know this because he never fell asleep. His dad fell asleep, but he did not fall asleep. His eyes were like bugging out of his head, right? He's like, I'm scared. I can't do this. I'm scared. Let's see a solution. Mrs. Heller's here to be a story detective with us. What was the solution? Remember what that word is? How was your problem fixed? How was the problem fixed that he could not sleep? He was too scared. Yeah, he went inside to get some sleep. He is not scared there next to Mom in bed, right? So Gus goes inside to get some sleep. How do you know he gets some sleep? Well, his eyes are closed in the picture right there, and he's sleeping, which solves the problem, right? He's inside. He's not afraid anymore next to Mom. All right, Miss Cliggett's here for the B. What's the B? What's the beginning of the story? Do you remember all the way? What happened in the beginning of the story? It wasn't Gus was inside, right? What was the beginning of the story? Yeah, Gus gets a tent and is playing in it. He got some toys and he got his like sandwich or something. So he was playing in his tent. The middle, Miss Summers, help us figure out the middle of the story. Gus wants to sleep in the tent, but Gus gets scared. Usually the middle kind of has the problem in there, right? Gus wants to sleep in the tent. He's like, that's it. I'm not going inside, Mom. I'm sleeping out here. I can do this. And they're like, you're really brave. And he's like, very brave. Doesn't work out. He can't fall asleep. He's too scared. I'm here to help you with the ending. What is the ending? How does it end? Yeah, Gus goes inside to sleep next to Mom, right? He finally is like, I can't do it. I can't be out here. I have to go inside. And he leaves Dad outside. And that kind of comes with another problem at the end. Dad's like, Gus, right? So when you're reading, okay, make sure you look at all those story elements parts, but I really want you to focus on the BME when you're reading today. Your beginning, what happened in the beginning, right? Who's your characters? What's going on? What happened in the middle? What happened next? Is there a problem? And the end, how does your story end? How's it finish? Was the problem solved? Pay attention to the stories. If you're reading it, if you have books at home, if you can go on Raz Kids and read some stories on there, tell someone after you read it, the BME. Go, I know the BMB. Yeah, you know me. I know the beginning of the story. Tell them what it is. Go through the middle of the story and then tell them the ending. It's good to pay attention to your story. Okay. Thanks, story detectives. Hope you have a great day. Watch all the other lessons out there, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.